Hello, this is Jared60067 with another video. This time is a review of the WWE Championship replica belt on a custom hand-tool real leather strap from Paul Martin's. Now, before I get to the review of the belt, I just want to point out some likes and dislikes with the belt itself and the replica, and then you guys can let me know what you think of that in the description or in the comment box below. First off, when the new WWE Championship was revealed, I was a bit disappointed because for a long time, they had this spinner belt which had so many diamonds on it. I'm talking 3,000 diamonds. And I was hoping that when the new belt came out, finally we'd have one that had, etching, paint, that wouldn't need diamonds. And then we get a belt that has not as much, but still over 200 diamonds. So obviously, again, for replica belt fans, it's a nightmare because they have to keep these safe, especially because any diamond could fall out at any time, and especially now with the gems, replacement gems not being available at the moment. So this gem thing is a really big problem. It's not just for the replica belt, but for the real thing as well. And also the smudging on this replica belt. For some reason, whenever you touch the plates, it goes like a really bad sort of brown smudge on the plates, and then you just clean it off, it's fine. But anytime you touch these plates, they smudge terribly, and you can just see the smudge stay there. So like with the old replica belts, if you touch the plates, there's no smudges or anything, but for these plates, for some reason they smudge and they stay there until you clear it off. So that's a bit annoying. And also these logo plates, as you can hear, they clank because they screw in from the back. And whenever you get this belt, just with the Figures Inc. strap, it's fine because the strap is it's hard. It's a bit more stiffer strap. But when you get it re-leathered and you got soft leather, it tends to go inwards. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see, it all goes in instead of staying on the top there. So that's a bit of a problem, them screwing in from the back and not the front. I could never understand that, even with nameplates, why they couldn't just make it screw from the front. I mean, they did it for the spinner belt, they couldn't do it for any other belt. Go figure. Anyways, enough about the replica. Now, with the belt itself, right, I was a bit disappointed at first. It's a good belt, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't show much imagination. I mean, if you look at the former belts, like even the spinner belt, it had the eagle at the front with the logo and champ there, and then you had like silver edges with gold inside, and you'd have sort of like an etching behind the W, and then of course with the side plates you'd have you got two side plates. Now I don't really mind about this one side plate thing, but at least when it was on the other one, you had like a eagle with I don't know, gems for wings, and the green gems for the leaves, and the WWE champion. It had more imagination. And then you got the undisputed with the eagle and the globe and all those sort of intricate patterns and the shape of the belt. And the big eagle, and all the belts past. They had lots of imagination, lots of design. Whereas this belt, it's just simply WWE champion. It doesn't really show much imagination. It's just literally a big logo with champion written underneath it. So, I mean, it's just literally paraded with so many diamonds and then WWE champion. I mean, if you look at the past WWE championships, this shows very little imagination, unfortunately. However, I will say that the side plates, again, still not really much imagination. I mean, it doesn't even have champion written anywhere. It's just literally a superstar's logo or the WWE with a globe at the back. So there's no like champion written here or WWE world champion or any eagle. It's just literally WWE or a wrestler's logo and diamonds paraded around. So that doesn't show much imagination. But I will say the logo concept, the logo plate concept, is very interesting and obviously very innovative, because obviously before you have the names, now you have like John Cena's "You Can't See Me" and yes, 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 Daniel Bryan, or the Viper or the Brahma Bull logo. I think that did show quite a lot of imagination, because you know it's unique. It means that the belt's always changing. So I thought that was pretty good. And obviously the etching I thought was pretty good as well. The WWE logo being on it and all these patterns here, I thought that was very imaginative. Also, I don't know what this feud was about between Figures Inc. and WWE, but apparently they are now no longer partners, and I think there's some sort of lawsuit going on between Figures Inc. and WWE about why they were told not to do the replica belts anymore. But I don't know when. I mean, does anyone know when replica belts will come back again, or if they'll come back, and who will be doing them? You know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of what I've just said about this belt in the comment box, and now I'll get to the belt itself. Now I've had it done by Paul Martin, so I've had the Dremel work. So if you can see there, in between the W's, like for the like the replica, for some reason people were complaining that there was no space in between here. Like you got this is just a strap here and here, and people wondering why there wasn't here. So you know, Paul Martin's offers this thing, and I think it's £180 to get this one done. But he offers the Dremel, so, and then he paints over it, so it kind of looks like, you know, it's hollow. So, but it's really just, this is just a metal. And obviously you got the etching behind the strap. You got like this big, you know, this border going around it, and then etching in the middle, and that's the same for this one here, and here, and here. And then you got this sort of shell design going around all the plates, including this bar here. The only etching really is in between the bar. That's the only part that's not etched, so that's pretty good as well. So you know, not very good light in here, so apologise for that. And it goes around there. And then obviously I've got the Paul Martin's stamp here. I actually bought this on eBay from a guy, mint condition, everything, just all done for me, so I was pretty lucky to find that and save 85 quid. And in the snap box it's got this interesting etching. I think I'll show you this one. It's a bit better light over here. And you know, his rulers are really good, you know, I mean, they're very, you know, very straight and very professional. Especially if you're in the UK, you should definitely go for one of these. You know, if you want to get re-leather, don't go to other places. I mean, you could, but you know, why spend the extra money? And then you got this sort of diamond box design that goes around the edge of these. Yeah, and you got the WWE logo here, and all the etching in the middle here, and this shell design over here. But then you got, yeah, this diamond box design goes all around up to here, and he's stamped the WWE logo in there. Pretty good. And I think I'll switch the belt over because I've got better light over here. And then it goes the same here, the shell, the design ends here, and then it got the box sort of diamond going around here, and then the etching in the middle, and then the WWE logo. And again, on the same, on this side as the other side, you got this, you know, very well done, I have to say. And flip the belt over. It's upside down. Bear with me. And you got the backing on the belt, and the two screws, like I said, screwing in from the back, which is quite annoying because, you know, you want all the screws covered. I mean, before, when it was the nameplate, you could say, you know, okay, but you don't want any here. But obviously, you know, you got no choice there. Very nice, smooth leather backing. Now I'm going to show you what kind of curve this belt has. Now a lot of people, when they're showing it, they hold it up in the air, or you know, they turn it upside down to see the curve. But the best thing to do is to put it on a hard sort of flat surface, which I'll do now. Okay, and that's the kindness. It's about as much curve as this belt's got here. Yeah, so it does have quite a decent curve, as you can see here. You know, I mean, you can't really stick your whole hand underneath there, but you know, there's a curve there. Definitely there's a curve in this. Not as much as the one on TV, but it does have a curve in it. And you know, with the other cast replica belts, you know, the WWE Big Eagle and Winged Eagle, really annoys me when they say, you know, this is absolutely authentic, the most real looking, and it's completely flat. And I'm thinking to myself, the real ones were curved, so it's not realistic. Anyway, now I'm going to show you a little bit of the flexibility in the strap. It's very heavy, but yeah, that's the flexibility. So it is really, really flexible. You're gonna have to bear with me. This thing's very heavy. You know, so it bends down a lot. It's very flexible. You know. I mean, you can bend it here as well. You know, it's very flexible, and on the other side. Bear with me. And the other side as well drops a bit more so because of the gold tip at the end. And you know, so you know, it's got lots of flexibility in it. You know, you can bend it like that. You know, proper flexible. You know. Bear with me, trying to show its flexibility. So, you know, it does have quite a lot of flexibility in it. And then, you know, when you just want to make it go flat again, it's just flat. So, you know, it doesn't like the figures ink strap. If you bent it like that, you know, they'd end up cracking, or you know, you'd have the belt sort of be bent like this and it would stay like that rather than just going flat again. So that's the difference. Anyways, let me know what you thought of this review. Let me know what you thought of the stuff I mentioned earlier in the comment box, and thank you for watching.